I love this movie so much.
Good.
Lois, I gotta start with you because you were in the greatest movie of all time, East of Eden. You worked with James Dean. What a career you've had. What was it about this particular project and this character?
Oh, it started out being Alan Ball, whom I had worked with and known and liked working with, and then he wrote this lovely piece, and I was delighted to be in it. Um, it's one more interesting character. I'd never played anybody exactly like that, and um, I I just thought she was a lot of fun and a lot of complication. That I liked the way she proceeded through life. It,
Mm.
she didn't she didn't give up who she was, although there was a lot that might have been made better about who she was.
You think? And Judy, I've been so blown away by your career lately. You do everything from this to Halloween to
Yeah.
what was your approach and what did you get out of this character?
Well, I was excited to tell this story for Alan, and it's a very personal story for him. So for me, that was important. I loved the cast, but I really loved this story, and I thought, it's a period piece, but it's timeless, and people are still struggling with coming out to their friends and family and struggling with their own identities, and that's something that breaks my heart. And if we can continue to tell stories about that happening, then maybe we can take some of the pressure off for some people. I don't know. I really hope that this story influences some people when they see it, makes them feel like maybe they're not so alone, and vice versa. I hope that this people who watch this movie who aren't as accepting become more accepting, of their friends and family that are LGBTQ.
Yeah, well, that's what I wonder is that how different do you feel this family is from a lot of families that we're dealing with now and that we're seeing,
I don't think that this story is way off. I mean, I think that it's decreasing, but I think that this still, we're I would say we're more sheltered on the coasts than in the middle of the country. I have
Sure.
lots of family in Ohio, and everyone is seemingly very accepting, but I know these people today. So yeah, I think we're not through it.
Lois, for you, how have you seen Hollywood change? I mean, you are a legend. You've done everything. How have you seen this world change throughout the years, throughout your career? When it comes to this,
the world of acceptance,
yeah,
it shows so much more than it used to be. Acceptance and knowledge rather than ignorance and fear, but as Judy says, there's so many cases of grief and misery, of not being able to be oneself, not being able to be accepted.
Yeah. I mean, when you
it's just, and maybe, I don't know, maybe there is less of the horrid violence against the community than there used to be, but there is so much still. And so we just have to keep growing. We have to keep growing kinder and more accepting and more knowledgeable, and it just has to be. Otherwise it's no way to live with that kind.
We're gonna lose like so many beautiful minds when you look at the suicide rates within the LGBTQ community, and within just the teenage demographic. It's through the roof. So obviously this is still an issue. This is still a problem.
Yeah, and this is such an important movie, and we got to wrap it up. And it's such a Oh, it's an
5
honor.
minutes.
I know. I could talk about this all day. Thank you guys so much. It was a real pleasure, and